This is the Republic of Gamers Strix SCAR. It's designed specifically for gamers and esports pros, offering the highest gaming performance in the ASUS range. Let's see how it stacks up. So what makes a laptop a gaming laptop? Surely anything with a powerful CPU and GPU can game. Well, technically yes, but if competitive gaming's your thing, then you'll know that everything counts when it comes to the quest for glory. And small advantages can add up to measurable difference when they're combined. Essentially, that is what the Strix SCAR is all about. We've got the 17-inch G733 QSA version here, and we're going to see how it performs in just a minute. But first, let's take a quick look at the SCAR range. They're available in either a 15 or a 17-inch chassis, along with either the AMD Ryzen 5900H or in the higher models, the overclockable HX. Both of these are 8-core and 16-thread CPUs. The H model features a boost clock of 4.4 GHz, whilst the HX pushes that to 4.6 GHz. For the GPU, you have a choice of 8GB RTX 3070 or 8 and 16GB variants of the GeForce RTX 3080, all of which have a max graphics power of 130 watts, the highest available in the ASUS range. We recently made a video looking at TGP to show how much performance differs as you lower the available power, and we'll pop a link in the description for that one if you want to check it out. Back to the Strix SCAR though, and all models feature 3200 MHz DDR4 memory, which is right in the sweet spot for Ryzen CPUs, and there's also NVMe SSD storage across the range. It also has Dolby Atmos 5.1.2 sound, the latest Wi-Fi 6, plenty of RGB illumination, and the addition of the Keystone 2, an NFC-enabled key which allows you to personalize its features, like changing performance profiles, launching specific games or apps, and even for secure storage that will only be accessible when the key is in the slot. For connectivity, you get a 3.5mm combo audio jack, a HDMI 2.0B, 3 USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A, 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C with support for display, power delivery and G-Sync, and an RJ45 LAN port. Most of the main ports are located on the back of the laptop, with USBs on the left, leaving the right side completely clear for free movement of your mouse. On the gaming side, all of the Strix SCAR models feature very high hertz, low input lag screens, ultra-fast optical switch keyboards with per-key illumination, and an advanced cooling system designed to maintain peak performance. Although in a huge credit to ASUS, even at full power, the fan noise is significantly lower than in previous generations. Moving on to our test model for today, this is the top of the table G733 QSA. For the internal specs, it features the AMD Ryzen 9 5900HX CPU, 32GB of DDR4 memory at 3200 MHz, the 16GB GeForce RTX 3080, which in this model boosts as high as 1645 MHz in OC mode, two 1TB NVMe SSDs that are set up in RAID 0, offering double the performance to get you into your game faster, and a large 90 Wh battery which should allow for around 1 to 2 hours of gaming or up to 10 hours general usage or streaming. Moving on to the outside, the two most notable features are the screen and the keyboard. First up, the screen, which on this model features a 1080p display with a 360Hz refresh rate and a mere 3 milliseconds of input lag. Obviously, this display is designed to be ideal for esports professionals and competitive gamers, where higher frame rates can give a real advantage. NVIDIA has published significant research on how higher refresh rates along with higher frame rates can increase player performance in competitive gaming, with the results showing that there is a huge improvement. This display also features adaptive sync technology too, which eliminates tearing and stuttering, further enhancing motion smoothness. You can also buy a model with a 1440p 165Hz screen for a bump in resolution at the loss of some speed if you play less competitively. Now onto the keyboard, and this time around the Strix SCAR features optical mechanical switches that offer faster response and more accurate feedback than previous models. They also offer per-key lighting so that you can change the look depending on the game that you play in, and this is especially useful for highlighting the keys that you need within a game, especially in darker environments. On this 17-inch model, you also get a mechanical number pad. This time around, the keys have been spread over a larger area, allowing far more space for the arrow keys and a normal main keyboard layout, which is more natural with no truncated keys to confuse you in the heat of the moment. So now we've seen it in all its glory, let's see what it can do. Like with the previous videos we've done on the Zephyrus G15 and the Duo, we benchmarked the Strix SCAR using 3D Mark Time Spy at 1080p so that we could compare the scores between the models. It achieved a score of 11,139, which is just about the highest we've seen from the new ASUS range, but nothing hugely different from the Zephyrus Duo. But as we've said before, when it comes to gaming performance, it's many small things adding up that make a difference. For example, the Duo we tested features a 4K 120Hz screen, but it's unlikely that you'll get to be able to play many games that could do that at 4K. And even then, running at 360Hz in 1080p will still give you a huge advantage when it comes to reaction speeds on the Strix SCAR. So let's test out that high Hertz screen. First up, we tried the Ufo Test to see how well the pixels work with high-speed motion. As you can see, when we recorded with a high-speed camera, this screen does a good job overall, with no ghosting and only minimal motion blur at that 360Hz. That should translate to a great gaming experience, especially versus a standard 60Hz screen, which is what most laptops use. We connected up a monitor side by side, duplicated the display and ran some CSGO. As you can see, the laptop screen on the left was significantly smoother with zero stutter or tearing due to that adaptive sync and super high refresh rate. You can also see the benefits of that ultra low 3 millisecond input lag with a visible difference in the reaction time. This would make a huge difference in competitive gaming. So in conclusion, if you're wanting a laptop for competitive gaming, then the Strix SCAR should definitely be on your list. It offers the fastest screen with adaptive sync for smooth motion, plus the best keyboard and the highest performance available in the ASUS range. It's also capable on the go with that large battery, offering decent life even when gaming. You can buy yours now at scan.co.uk along with the rest of the ASUS range. If you found this video helpful, please give us a little like and subscribe for more gaming and tech videos.